about Disney, where I also saw a buy rating today.
Yes.
So big news on Disney.
Absolutely. Does this mean that Hulu is in the happiest place on earth right
A great relationship, a great working. We wish you well. See you later.
Yeah.
Beat it. It's right? We're done. 439 million, and we don't want to talk to you again. That's sort of like, it's finally done. We've been waiting on this one. You've certainly seen a nice growth for Disney. The theme parks have been a good news. You mentioned some of the analyst reports. Disney has so many different revenue streams when it comes to the movies, it comes to Hulu, channels, theme parks, cruises. Any other thoughts from some of the analyst reports?
Well, it was interesting. I was listening to Bob Iger even this morning.
Definitely must have a moat when it comes to the kids and Disney Plus. I mean, every parent must be, not every, but many parents must be getting Disney Plus. I mean, how can you not? All right, Sam Vadas, thank you so much. A good look there at Disney, thank you both for being with us. So your thoughts on some of the action today, Sam?
Well, it just seems like stocks are churning slightly higher there, but very much investors looking.
Some of the details and some of the mega caps, the vaccine stocks. Dan, what are you watching here? I know the auctions, the 10-year auction tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time is very important. What's on your mind here in this trading day?
Yeah, so we had, three-year note auction today?
Watch for that. So we have, as you noted, the 3-year today, the 10-year tomorrow, and the 30-year on Thursday. You did mention the vaccine starts, Sam. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, well, the investors seem to be sort of taking...
Dan Grant, thank you both for being with us for our market meetup panel. And thank you, friends, for joining Capital Partners sitting with me here at the desk. Some of your thoughts on the action that we've been seeing?
Yeah, the action continues to be positive.
Right, and you're saying what's the catalyst to get out and break to new highs? So the RSI is sort of waning off a little bit. I mean, we were talking about that yesterday with Joe Mazzola. At the same time, most of the guests that are coming on here still think we can break out to new highs. You saw that Citi year-end target yesterday. They were talking about year-end. I have for 25 and 26. For 25 was 6,300, and for 26 was 6,500. So they still see some upside potential.
Oh, I see it too. The question is the timing of it.
Think about the inflation prints this week. I mean, I know how important they are because the Fed's mandate is to have full employment and price stability. We'll get CPI and PPI. Tell me what you're waiting for. Is there anything specific that you're watching for, particularly after we got the jobs report, showed wages a little? I don't know about that. He's been pretty tough on him a few times. But let's talk about some of your picks or stocks that you think could work. You mentioned tech being probably a good catalyst for the market. What kind of names do you like? I don't know if you're naming specific names. Because investors want to make some money. What do you think might work? Are you on the Elon Musk train or not necessarily? NVIDIA, Jensen Huang has been out really getting more training for AI jobs abroad. You saw some of that in the UK. Mark Zuckerberg's in the news today. There's a lot going on. Apple had Worldwide Developers Conference. What do you think about these Mag 7 names? They iterated the buy today on Apple. They put a 235 price target. It's at 201 today. There was some talk about the revamp of Siri because so many people are going to ChatGPT and that Siri needs to be updated. There was some expectations to hear more about Siri yesterday, and they didn't necessarily get that. Needham has a hold. That's on a different company, but it's under the Apple umbrella. That's why I had made that mistake. But the Bank of America call is an interesting one, the 235 target. Also, you mentioned Google and Amazon. What else? There's so much behind it, that they're getting more and more government contracts recently. So you can say what you want. I mean, there is some fact to what, the revenues are. The stock is up 75% this year. And so is that something, 475% in 1 year? So really, 500% stock move, really. What do you think about a name that has run up so far so fast? Do you watch that? Do you touch that? Or what do you do with that?
No.
Thank you. Jay Woods, Freedom Capital Markets. Thank you.